Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to our today's show. So today I want us to look at the beauty of the Supreme Court. This week, starting from tomorrow all the way to Monday, the world will be in Kenya. The international media, kila mtu anataka kujua ni kipi ambacho kitakuwa kikiendelea hapa nchini Kenya. Kenya is a drama king when it comes to politics. And it is like a theater, sometimes the theater of the absurd. So it is very, very interesting. We are headed to a very, very interesting moment. Today, we saw what we are likely to see in the coming days in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest, is the apex court in Kenya that is bestowed with coming up with a solution anytime we have a presidential election in case of any dispute. So, the beauty of Supreme Court is that we have brilliant legal minds, very interesting characters. For instance, when you look at Smoking Wajala, the judge is an intellectual wizard. The guy is brilliant and very eloquent. When you look at somebody like Igezu Muigai, is a legal architect who draws pictures and sceneries using very beautiful words. When you look at Orego is a walking constitution. When you look at Gatia, his calmness, brilliance, and the man is leader to the core. Go to Tomo Jede, shoot directly from the hip, and the man is known to hit without missing. So we are headed to a very, very interesting time. So before we look at the 9 areas that will determine whether William Samoei Ruto will become the president of this country, if you have joined this channel for the first time and you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like this video, share, comment, and also let us know where you're watching us from. Kwa sababu kile ambacho tunatarajia mambo ya hali ya juu sana. Kwa hivyo kuna haya mambo ambayo yatachagia kuchaguliwa kwa William Samoei Ruto kama koti itakubali, if it is going to uphold his election, or it's going to say we go for a rerun, or maybe retiring, depending on we are not sure. Nobody knows the kind of judgment that is likely to come out. Lakini if William Samoei Ruto is going to survive this, you agree with me, he will have done something that has not been done in the past. Kwa sababu tunapoangalia tunaona very dangerous missiles directed towards him. The big question that Kenyans are asking, is he going to succeed? Atafaulu? Ataponea chupu-chupu? Ni jambo ambalo watu wengi wamekuwa wakijikuna kichwa wakijiuliza, because when you see the 9 areas that will be used to determine the conclusion and the determination of this case, then you ask yourself whether he's going to miss the 9. Kwa sababu ni kama mtu ambaye ameelekezwa mabuduki, ameelekezwa missiles from all corners. And that's why we are asking the question, are the missiles going to hit the target? So remember, we are not supposed to look at the merits and demerits of this case, because it is something that it is called sub judice, and the case in courts, and so we only limit ourselves to these issues without looking at the merit and demerit of each case. So I will pose some questions to you bila kusema vile mimi mwenyewe nafikiria because of legal implications. The first area that will determine whether William Samoei Ruto is declared the president-elect is when they look at the technology that was employed by IBC. Did it meet the standards? Did all the verification method used, were they up to standard? Were they compromised? How about the security? So these are the questions that zitachagia kuhakikisha kwamba uamuzi ambao unafaa umetolewa. So whether they met the standards is a story for the judge to decide, is not for this judge to decide. Lakini tunaona kwamba ushahidi ambao utatolewa pale ndio ambao utachagia. If itatolewa kwamba the technology was compromised, or it was maybe interfered with, kile kitatokea ni kwamba the election will have to be nullified. So it is for Baba and his lawyers to prove beyond any reasonable doubt that this technology was not 100% foolproof. So kile ambacho kinahitajika ni baba. So the burden now iko katika upande wa baba. The other thing that is going to determine how this case will be ruled is when we look at the interference of the uploading of the, Form 34A. Were these forms the same as they were in the polling station? Are these forms, that is from the polling station, the ones that were given to the agents, are they the same as those that are uploaded on IBC website? So that one nayo, unajua, hii ni kazi ambayo kila mtu anaweza kuona. If you download these forms, what do you find? And I would like to ask the presiding officers, because the deputy presiding officers, when do you download these forms, wewe ambaye ndio uliongoza kuhesabu hizi kura, je, unaona nini? Can you see any discrepancy? Kwa hivyo ni maswali ambayo yatakuwa na uamuzi wa haraka mimi kulingana nami, because what is required is just the evidence. The other area, that area is I think the interference of the uploading of Form 34A before they reach the IBC portal. Were they interfered with? Kuna mtu ambaye alijaribu to interfere with them before they were transmitted? So if the evidence is there, and you know we have always said that in every crime there will always be a weakness. There will be digital footprints ambazo zitaachwa na here, because you see Raila Amolo Odinga has been given free access to IBC servers. He has been given free access to look at the Kim's kit, everything. So it's upon him to come up with the evidence. If he comes up with the evidence, this election will be nullified in the morning. If he doesn't find the evidence, the election will be upheld. So the other area, the fourth area, is the postponement of Mombasa County and Kakamega. Were the voters suppressed? And if they were suppressed, did they affect Raila Amolo Odinga as the petitioner? Kwa sababu kulingana na yeye anasema jambo hili lilifanywa kimakusudi. Sijui wewe unaona nini kama Wafula Chebukati alikuwa anafanya hivi kubatilisha kuahirisha, sio kubatilisha, kuahirisha the elections of Mombasa County and Kakamega to favor William Samoei Ruto. Kwa sababu unaona kwamba walikuwa wakisema kwamba is none other than Amenasir Abdullahi alikuwa anasema kwamba wale watu ambao watashinda uchaguzi ndio ambao watachukua, the person who will be declared the president elect is the person who is going to win in Mombasa. Lakini mambo yakatokea vile kinyume ya vile alikuwa amesema. Unajua nini, kwamba wakati mwingine binadamu wanafanya makosa kulingana na vile anafikiria, mdhani yeye ndiye kumbe sie. The other area that will determine if William Samoei Ruto will be declared the president-elect is the discrepancies in between Ruto's votes and other candidates. Say for example in Kisumu, tuseme kwamba katika a given police station Ruto akapata like 50,000, but the governor anapata like 20,000. How do you explain this? Because if kuna mambo kama habari yalitokea, basi uamuzi itakuwa ni kobora kubwa sana ambalo itamwagusha William Samoei Ruto. So ikiwa baba atafaulu kuonyesha kwamba actually this a very big gap between Ruto's votes and other candidates, including like now the MCAs. If you take the total number of MCAs in the county, for example, say Kiambu, and the total number of that William Samoei Ruto got, is there a difference that doesn't make sense? That doesn't make any statistical sense. Kwa hivyo ikiwa jambo hilo litadhihirika, basi atasahau the presidency kama alivyosahau titi la mamake. Kwa hivyo nitakuwa ni mambo ambayo ya kuvutia sana. Jambo lingine ambalo litachagia katika uamuzi ni whether the exercise was conducted as per the constitution. That is Article 138, I think Part 10 of the Constitution, and 138 Part 3C of the Constitution. Was election carried out? The verification of the votes, the tallying of the votes, was it carried as per the Constitution? And you know, our viewers, that Anything that contradicts the constitution, it will always be declared null and void. Kwa hivyo wataangalia waone kwamba kama mambo haya yaliweza kufuatiliwa, kwa sababu ni vizuri kila wakati jua kwamba we have to follow the constitution. And number 8 is about the irregularities and irregularities, if any. Did they affect the results? Did they affect, like now, the number of votes ambazo baba alipata? Because we cannot say whether they are irregularities. It's for the court to prove kama kulikuwa nazo. Kama zilikuwa, did they affect baba's total votes? And another very interesting area is whether William Samoei Ruto garnered 50 plus 1 votes. Ikiwa hakupata 50 plus 1 vote, nakwambia itakuwa kwa bora. You know, in case he did not get 50% plus 1 vote, litakuwa ni jambo ambalo litamwaibisha sana William Samoei Ruto and Wafula Chebukati. Let me ask you, nikuulize tu hapo, do you think he got 50 plus 1 vote, 50% plus 1 vote? It's not for this channel to decide, but let the court decide. Let justice be found. Let justice be our shield and defender. Kwa sababu ikiwa jambo hili ikiwa hakutimiza 50%, hakuna kitu ambacho kitazuia mahakama ya upeo kutupilia bali uchaguzi wake. So, and the finally, something that is going to be determined by the apex court is the relief and the orders that can be given by the court as pertaining the cost. Who should be the cost? Who should be the cost of this case? So it will be a very, very interesting scenario, and that's why you find even jurists from other countries wako hapa nchini Kenya kuona vile hii kesi itaendeshwa. Another area that is very, very interesting is that Baba was given the right to open the ballot boxes in 15 polling stations. But the funny thing is that when I was looking at these areas, I could see majority of these police stations are in Ruto's stronghold. Take for example, zile ambazo ziko katika Nandi Hills na nafikiri hizo side za Kericho, zitafunguliwa kuonekana ya kwamba zihesabiwe tena. In fact, zihesabiwe tena. Na kile ambacho wanataka kuangalia, were they interfered with? Is it the votes that are in from that 4A, zile zimewekwa pale, the ballot boxes, if you count the actual votes, are they the same? Are they also the same like with those that were tallied in the IBC portal? And the other area in the coast, because in the coast there are grievances that the voters turn out kuna zilikuwa zinajaribu kupunguza za baba na topping up za Ruto. So that's why you find even the coast kuna a number of police stations that will be retarried and the votes will be counted. Again, you look at Central Province, Nyandarua, I think Jororok, is it, or Jororok, and another station. And it will be very, very interesting, because when you look at these are usually the areas that Baba has been questioning, the voters have been questioning, na ni mambo ambayo yatakuwa ya kufurahisha sana. Kwa hii kesi baada ya kuamuliwa inaweza kumpaka matope William Samoei Ruto, especially if it is proved beyond any reasonable doubt that he did not win the elections. And the other thing that is likely to happen after these elections is that if the elections will be nullified, Baba will fight like a wounded lion, and Baba will win the election in case of a runoff, because the man will be so much determined. The man already has known the weaknesses. Na ukiangalia vile ambavyo Kakamega na Mombasa vile ambavyo wamepiga kura, utaona kwamba walikuwa wanapiga kura kwa fujo, kuhakikisha kwamba kura zimeridwa. Na ndio sababu ukaona watu kama Moses Kuria wakifurushwa kule kutoka Kakamega, kutoka Mombasa, kwa sababu jeshi la Baba pale likuwa aga kabisa, likuwa macho kabisa. In case of a runoff, Ruto should be very much afraid. I don't know what you think, but that is my take. This is Gashis Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. So if you are joining this channel for the first time, kindly comment, like, share this video, subscribe. And for our supporters, we are very, very humbled for the kind of support you are showing to this channel. And may you have a blessed night. Bye-bye.